Hello everyone, Rokimakushin here, and welcome to the team preview of the first week of the draft league that I am taking a part of. There are two things that I realized in the introduction video that I never brought up. One, the name of the league is the Not So Casual Pokemon League. Not so being in quotation marks. And the second thing is the Terra Captain stuff. Didn't actually bring up that rule. Jolteon and Ambipom are my two Terra Captains. Jolteon being electric, ice, and ground. Ambipom being normal, dark, and steel. So those are two things that I didn't bring up. But for week one, it's been some prep. I've been working, trying to figure out the best team to bring for this, and I guess let's show off just what we're going to be fighting here. We are going to be fighting the Walking Wake, Hisuian Lilligant, Skeledirge, Torkoal, Sandy Shocks, Hatterini, Noivern. Noivern is his Terra Captain, or Noivern is one of his two Terra Captains. Alolan Muck, Crustle, Glaceon, and Victory Bell. And I am being quite dumb. So the Noivern can Terra into Flying, Normal, and Steel, and the Glaceon can Terra into Ice, Ground, or Steel. So those are what we're going up against. And those are going to be a little bit problematic. I'm predicting Noivern, so I kind of built my team around the fact that Noivern's going to show up. I also kind of tried to build my team around the fact that, Walking Wake, Sandy Shocks, both Paradox Mons, both getting boosted by that sun. I'm expecting speed boost on the Walking Wake and maybe a special attack on the Sandy Shocks. We'll see. I'm expecting... So, the team of 6 that I'm expecting them to bring is the Walking Wake, the Torkoal, maybe Sandy Shocks, maybe not. Hatterini, though. Noivern, Alolan Muck, and... Walking Wake, Skeledirge, Torkoal, Hatterini, Noivern, Alolan Muck. Okay, so yeah. So that's the team that I'm expecting. Who knows, though, that might be completely different. He might throw off some completely different, something I did not expect. He might bring that Victory Bell right there, because that works well in the sun. But I figured I should show off the team that I will be bringing this week. And that is, we're going to be starting off with the Jolteon. Weather Ball, Discharge, Terra Blast, Terra Ground, Terra Blast, and Alluring Voice, holding the heavy duty boots. One thing that I did notice is hazards could be a problem, with maybe Toxic Spikes maybe coming out from Alolan Muck. I don't want to have to worry about that. If I accidentally get my hazards bounced back to me, I don't want to be slowing down my Jolteon. I want my Jolteon to be as fast as possible. Jolteon is speed crept to outspeed Walking Wake if it doesn't have the speed boost. So that's pretty good, being able to... You don't have Volt Switch. Hold on. I just realized. I kind of want all these moves. A lot of his Mons would resist the fire coming from the Weather Ball. I kind of had the Weather Ball there, kind of for a little bit cheeky. I'm going to swap the Weather Ball out for Volt Switch. I meant to have Volt Switch because I want the momentum grabbing there. Also, you kind of saw the preview of the rest of the team. Jolteon being the Terra, Terra Ground. He's got a lot of fire types. Sandy Shocks being an electric type, can take super effective damage. Alolan Muck's only weakness is that ground, so being able to hit that. Noivern, I'm expecting, if he does bring Noivern, Terra Steel Noivern. So I want to be prepared for that as well, just in case that is Terra Steel. I can hit that for super effective damage still. And so Jolteon is going to be very pivotal. I gave Jolteon a little bit of HP in defense just in case Alone Muck does have the Shadow Sneak, and he does bring it, of course. Dracopult. This Dracopult is very, very weird. Making use of the fact that, he's going to be setting up the sun. I'm keeping the Flamethrower on, but I'm not really most likely going to be clicking Flamethrower much. Dracopult is speed crept to outspeed Walking Wake if it does have the plus speed, with that Choice Scarf and being able to one-shot with that Dragon Darts. That is the point. That is the big thing about Dracopult here. Everything else about it, U-turn, fantastic move, being able to keep that momentum going. Flamethrower, again, if it has the sun up. Shadow Ball, if he has the Hatterene and or the Skeledirge, if I have a feeling that, I've got Dracopult out right now. If in case he goes into the Hatterene, I can hit it with that super effective Shadow Ball, deal a ton of damage to it, maybe even set up for a second one, hitting it again and taking it out, not having to worry about that magic bounce. Would be pretty nice. So Dracopult here, a lot of attack, a lot of special attack, and a lot of speed. So Dracopult's here to hit hard, hit fast, and hopefully, maybe, if needed, clean up at the end. Florges here is a special wall. Moonblast, Wish Protect, very standard there. Chilling Waters, I kind of decided on that, just in case they do bring the Hisuian Litigant, Florges should be able to, or the Alone Muck. If Alone Muck switches in, I can hit it, switches in onto a Chilling Waters, I can hit it, get it the -1 attack, not have to worry too much about what I swap into from the Florges, because I don't want Florges to take too much damage. Maybe hit it with a Chilling Waters, and maybe even try and set up for a Wish Pass. Not sure there, but Florges probably going to be pretty good, hopefully. Just very specially bulky. He's got a lot of special attackers, a lot of hard-hitting special attackers with that Walking Wake, Skeledirge, Torkoal, Sandy Shocks, Hatterene, Noivern, all of which hit very hard on that special side. So Florges here being able to tank those special hits like a boss, heal back up, throw out those Wish supports just in case. Very, very solid Mon. Smeargle here. Smeargle is very interesting. Like I said, I'm expecting the Hatterene. So just in case, I do have skill swap on Smeargle. Could maybe skill swap Unaware off of Skeledirge, maybe. Probably not. Not gonna have to worry too much. The skill swap is mostly just, hey, Hatterene. It's I could lead off Smeargle. They don't lead the Hatterene, or they lead the Torkoal, then they swap into the Hatterene. I click skill swap. So the way that I'm seeing this is, let's say they lead off Torkoal with Hatterene in the back, and I lead off Smeargle. Immediately they're gonna swap the Hatterene. So I'm gonna skill swap on the Hatterene, remove that magic bounce, so now I can get up my hazard. So now I can get up my Sticky Web, now I can Spore, and then Endeavor is just a last-ditch move of just hey, my Smeargle's down to 1 HP. It outspeeds whatever he has in right now. Maybe, I don't know. Hit Endeavor, throw it down to 1 HP. Smeargle basically helps pick up a kill there. So that's the point of Smeargle. Smeargle, I love using it so much. Endeavor stuff. I wanted to try and use Endeavor E-Speed, but I couldn't really fit in because I wanted the web, I wanted the Spore, because a lot of his Pokemon can be very fast in that sunlight, so I wanted to really slow that down, and I wanted to make sure that the Hatterene did not stop me. So the Sticky Web, the Spore, and the Endeavor. So sadly no E-Speed. Sadly no Endeavor E-Speed stuff. Meloetta, next up here. Assault Vest Meloetta. Meloetta is pretty much here to make... Meloetta is kind of insurance against the Walking Wake, just in case I misplay with Dracopult. Meloetta can take Walking Wake's hits like it's nothing, and hopefully knock off those choice specs. Hyper Voice Shadow Ball, just really good damage across the entire team of his, and then U-Turn for Momentum. Very solid. I went Modest Nature. I really couldn't speed creep anything with the Timid Nature, so like I went with a good amount of speed just in case I get my webs up. I can outspeed a good amount still with that -1 speed on a lot of his mons. If Noivern does lose the flying for going to Terra Steel, like I'm maybe predicting, can outspeed, maybe throw off a U-turn or whatever into like something, I don't know. We'll play it by ear there. But overall though, the knockoff will be super useful, knocking off most likely the choice specs on the Walking Wake, leftovers on like the Skeledirge, maybe the Torkoals if he's got like a Heat Rock or something. Maybe if it's like a trick Noivern, knocking off that Choice Scarf so that, like, you know, it doesn't throw his Choice Scarf onto any of my mons. So we'll see what happens there. And then lastly, I still wanted to bring Corviknight. I wanted the Defog as insurance, just in case. But like, looking at the team, like Corviknight, like a lot of my mons, I really could not think of like a good last mon. I was debating over like a lot of different mons, but like I couldn't really bring myself to bring some of them. I couldn't really like think on like the best ways because I'm gonna be fighting Sun, and a lot of my mons don't do the best, and a lot of my other mons don't do the best in the Sun. So I'm like, well, defog just in case. But I'm going with a very weird Corviknight. As you can see, I am Choice Scarf Corviknight, max attack with U-Turn, Brave Bird, Defog, and Reversal. Now, I figured, what the hell? What if, like, it's a low health, like, what if I have, like, a low health Corviknight in the end game, still with that Choice Scarf, Sun is gone forever, Sun is gone for the rest of the match, and I just choice lock myself into Reversal. If Hatterene is gone, if Hatterene and Skeledirge are gone, like, that is a lot of damage onto basically anything that comes in. So we'll see what happens. Maybe like trying to like Brave Bird down to that Reversal range. Who knows? We'll see. Corviknight's very naturally bulky. Might be able to take like at least one hit, but we'll see. I'm pretty confident with like the first like my choices. I wanted to bring Urshifu, but again, I'm fighting Sun, so like Urshifu wouldn't be the best. It's not really fast enough. With the Sticky Web support and like a Swords Dance set, could maybe do a good amount, but like if it's in the Sun and standing against the Hatterene, like it's not gonna be able to do much. And so like, and if it's a Trick Room setup as well, like say like Trick Room Hatterene with Torkoal and Skeledirge being slow, then like Urshifu is just kind of a sit and duck really, and it's just like I thought Urshifu wasn't going to be the best into this team. Can be great in the other teams though, but we'll see what happens. The battle, so yeah, we'll see what happens. And I hope that you guys enjoy my nicknames of you know, Pokemon that I can't Terra, and then you know, the Terra. So I hope that you enjoy those nicknames. I hope that you all enjoy this series, and I will see you all later. I will see you all, I guess, tomorrow at the time of this video going up, for the battle itself. So, let's game on. I don't know. I don't have a catchphrase. See you all later, and I hope that you all have a fantastic day.